morning everyone. Today I am going to take a lecture of probability and statistics chapter number 4, applied statistics, and the topic is the hypothesis. Okay, so we have already seen in our previous lecture the question depends on the large samples and the small samples. Okay, so in the small samples we have the three types of the method: T students test, F test, and the chi-square test. So we have already seen in the T student test always used for the mean. Okay. F test always used for the variance, or you can say that the standard deviation. And the chi-square test is always used for the frequency. But this is the different type of the chi-square test. The chi-square test for independence of attributes. Okay, so chi-square test for independence of attributes, that means what the method is very easy. So here sometimes we have to deal with attributes or qualitative characters which cannot be divided into two or more categories. Okay, that means what? Sometimes we have to deal with the two or more than attributes, that is the character, which cannot be divided into two or more categories with respect to attributes. Okay, so let A and B be two attributes of the population. That means we have the two attributes, capital A and capital B, attributes of the population. Okay, A can be divided into small and categories. A can be divided into small and categories. So for example, A1, A2 up to AN. Okay, and capital B can be divided into n categories, and A and B are what? A and B are attributes, qualitative, we can say that the qualitative character. Okay, and B can be divided into small n categories, that is B1, B2 up to Bn. Okay, so these two-way frequency table for attributes is known as n by n contingency table. That means in this type of the question, we are given in the two types of the attributes, two or more than two types of the attributes. So first we map the n by n contingency table, and after that we find the expected frequency because of observed frequency already given in your question. Okay, so this is the table for finding the total frequency. So here we are given in the attribute A, for example A1, A2 and A3, and here attribute B, B1, B2 and B3. Okay, so for example this term is A1, comma B1. Got it? This is term is A1, comma B2, and this is the A1, comma B3. Got it? Second one is the combination is A2, comma B1, A2, comma B2. Okay, and third one is the A2, comma B3. Okay, and the next combination is A3, comma B1, A3, comma B2. Okay, and last one is the A3, comma B2. Okay, so here the total is A1. That means all these three values, the sum is A1. For example, this sum is A2 and this sum is A2. Got it? Here this sum is B1, this sum is B2, and this sum is B3. Okay, so this is the total value. So this total and this total are always equal. Okay, so this is the table of the attributes for n by n contingency table. That is here 3 by 3 contingency table because of here 3 first attribute and B third attribute for the B, B1, B2, B3 and A1, A2, A3. Okay, so formula of the independence of attribute, that means independence of attributes. The formula is row total into column total, row total into column total divided by frequency. Frequency, that means this total frequency. That means what? If we find this value, so So here the row total is L1, column total is B1. That means we write here AI comma BJ. Just like in the textbook we write here the AI comma BJ divided by capital N. That means here AI, that means the row total, BJ, that means the column total, and divided by the total frequency. We write here the total frequency. That means here this is the example of the independence of attributes, and we write here FP because of with the help of this formula we find the expected frequency. Okay, because of observed frequency already given in your question paper. Okay, so in previous lecture we have already seen in the chi-square test sometimes we find the expected frequency with the help of binomial distribution, with the help of Poisson distribution, or with the help of normal distribution. Okay, but this is the independence of attributes. So here for finding the expected frequency, this is the formula: row total into column total divided by the total frequency. Okay, and here the formula of the chi-square is equal to what? Formula of chi-square is summation f0 minus fe whole square, f0 minus fe whole square divided by fe. Fe, that is the expected frequency. We find with the help of this formula. FO, that is observed frequency, already given in your question. Okay, and a degree of freedom with the help of chi-square test in the small sample already given in your question. Okay, so let's start the example. With the help of example, we find the chi-square with the help of independence of attributes. So this is the example for the independence of attribute. Here the question given in opinion about autonomous college, and here the claimed that two attributes are independent. That means the thinking of the two attributes are independent. So here we are given in the favored, not favored, and total. And here given the undergraduate and the postgraduate students. Okay. So here the undergraduate student in the favored 290 students. Undergraduate not favored 110. Okay. Postgraduate in the favored 310 for autonomous college for the opinion, and postgraduate not favored is 90 students. Okay. So first we write here the total. So here the total of undergraduate students, that means favored and not favored, is 400. Okay. Postgraduate students favored and not favored is 400. Okay. In the favored, the undergraduate and the postgraduate, total students is 600. 9 plus 1, 10 and 6. Okay. Here, the not favored, undergraduate and postgraduate student is 110 and 90, that means the 200. Okay. So here, first you check that here the sum is 800. Okay. And here the sum is 800. That means this question is correct because of if this total and this total is not equal, so why we write here the total frequency? Okay, this is the total frequency capital N. Okay, so this is our question. So first we write the null hypothesis. You have already seen in the previous lecture. We write here total 5 to 6 steps. First one is the null hypothesis. Second one is the alternative hypothesis. Third one is the level of significance. Fourth one is the test static. Fifth is the critical value, and last is the decision. Okay, so null hypothesis always given in your question. Okay, so here the solution is first we write the null hypothesis. Null hypothesis, that is H naught, is there is no relation between the classes of students and the opinion. Okay, that is two attributes are independent because of there is no relation between the classes of the students. Okay, that is this question is depends on the independence attribute. So this is the claim that two attributes are independent. So just opposite is the alternative hypothesis. So we write here alternative hypothesis H1 or HA. You write here suffix HA or H1. Okay. So there is relation between the classes of students and opinion. Because of here the null hypothesis is two attributes are independent. That means there is no relation between the students and their opinion. So alternative hypothesis is just opposite for the null hypothesis. So we write here in the alternative hypothesis, there is relation between the classes of students and their opinion. Okay, the third one is the test static. So in this question, we are not given in the level of significance. Okay, so by default, we consider the level of significance is 5%. So we write here the level of significance is equal to 5%. Okay, so fourth one is what? The fourth step is the test static. Fourth step is the test static. So first we write the observed frequency. Observed frequency already given in your question because of postgraduate, undergraduate, so 290, 110, 310 and 90. So you write here all these attributes. Okay. Here the formula for finding the expected frequency is row total, column total divided by the total frequency. Okay. So according to 290 in your table, the total row total is 400 and column total is 600. See your question. Okay. And divided by the total frequency. So we have some have row and column. The total value is 800. The total frequency. So we write for 800. So solve this and after that we get to 300. Okay. Next one is the for 110. The row total and the column total. 400 into 200 divided by the total frequency 800. So we get the 100 value. Okay. Next one is for the 310. Okay. So here the according to row total and the column total 400 into 600 and divided by the total frequency. So we get the 300. Okay. And last one is for finding the 90. So here the row total is 400 and the column total is 200. Okay, and divided by the total frequency is equal to 100. So this is our expected frequency and this is the observed frequency. Okay, so put these two values in your question. That means 290 minus 300 whole square divided by FE. FE that is 300. So we get 0.33. Okay, next one is 110 minus 100 whole square divided by the 100. So we get 1. Okay. Next one is the 310 minus 300 whole square divided by the 300. So we get 0.33. Okay. And last one is the 90 minus 100 whole square divided by the 100. Okay. So we get the value is 1. So this is the column of the F0, FO, that means observed frequency minus expected frequency whole square divided by the expected frequency. Okay. So sum of all these values. So we put here the formula. The formula is chi square is equal to summation F observed frequency minus expected frequency whole square divided by FE. So we get the total value is 2.66 because of here the value is 2.66, the sum of these values. Okay. So our next step is the critical value. So critical value is the degree of freedom is V equal to row minus 1 into column minus 1. Okay, so according to our question, we have the two row postgraduate and undergraduate, and we have the two column that means favored and not favored. So we write here row minus 1 into column minus 1 is equal to 2 minus 1 into 2 minus 1. That means 1. Okay, so here the chi-square at 5% level of significance V equal to 1 is equal to 3.81 according to chi-square table. Okay, so this value is given in your question paper. This value already given in your question paper. You just compare it. You have the value of chi-square is 2.66. Okay, and the chi-square 5% level of significance V is equal to 1. 3.89. But always keep in mind, here the critical value, degree of freedom, the formula is what? Formula is rho minus 1 into column minus 1. Okay, in independence of attribute. So here this values is already given in your question. So your value chi-square is 2.66. So 2.66 is less than the 3.81. That means a null hypothesis is accepted. Okay. So here the decision is what? Decision is since chi-square less than chi-square at 5% level of significance. That means the null hypothesis is accepted at 5% level of significance. And a null hypothesis is what? Null hypothesis is there is no relation between the two attributes. Okay, two attributes, that means student's opinion. Okay, so here null hypothesis is accepted. That means there is the independent attributes. Okay, so this is the example of the independent attributes, and the formula is very easy. Always keep in mind, you write here for the help of expected frequency. Observed frequency is already given in your question. But for finding the expected frequency, you write here, you use this formula, row total, column total divided by the total frequency. And the total frequency is always sum of the column and sum of the row. Okay, so thank you for watching this video.